B is adding my hooks. I'm going to show you how to add the hooks. I took some thin wire and I had my husband put it in his drill, and we took 2 pieces of wire and we twisted it because I didn't have a thick enough wire to sustain and hold this comfortably. And then I just use the end of whatever and you bend it and then cut it off. Now I'll show you how. I'll try to make them fairly even. I'll show you how I put them on my piece. This is the front, so I'm going to start with the back and get it to attach, and then I can play with it a little better in the front. Hopefully, if there's any mistakes, it'll be made on the back side. Hopefully there's no mistakes at all, but we know that this is real life and things happen. But with stained glass and solder, it is malleable and it works with us, and we can make it work regardless. So what I'm gonna do is, I decided to put my hangers here. I need it to be a solder line. I need it to be a line to attach. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put one on each side, and then you'll hang it like that. And if I were to put it on these edges, it'll be like one way over here and one over here. So it's not really centered properly. So I decided to go with the middle, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to try to do this on camera because this can be tricky. It's simple, but excuse me, I didn't mean to bump the camera. It's simple, but it can be, we'll see. I don't want to say it's all negative, and it's really not. Remember, I'm starting with the back side. I'm going to place it. Should be fairly simple. It usually is. I'll use my pliers to push pressure. As I'm doing it. Not enough pressure to break the glass, of course, but you're gonna need flux. Dab some flux on there. You're gonna want your iron. I have my iron back up to 410. We'll see how that does. And this is kind of a balancing act of trying to hold the wire in place. The solder's in my little holder, like I showed you before. So I can grab a piece. And then I'm gonna use, try to get this to take. I'm gonna tack it, and then once I get it to grab, I can put it the way I want. So let's see if I can get this to grab. I might have to use the opposite hand that I'm not used to using. That's why I say it's a little tricky. Let me pinch this together so be as tight as possible around it. And then we'll see how we go. Put a little pressure here, right? If we have enough solder on there, enough flux. I'm gonna press this down and see what we get. It grabbed, see that? And then now I can press it in better. And you're just going to press it right into that seam. Right? And you can clean it up after you get it set. Right? And then we'll flip it over. And this is the front now. And it's going to be anchored in there pretty good. And that's what we want. So we'll add some more flux so we know it's going to stick. And then we're going to get some solder. I will push it and apply pressure best I can. And push it into that solder line while I'm adding pressure, and voila. That's what we want. I will add some more solder. Dab more for the top. I don't want to get up on where that hobby came is though too much. Might have too much solder. We'll see how much. I should have probably just left it the way it was. But I can clean that up. I feel like there might be a little too much on the back. I don't want it to pop up accidentally whenever I'm I'm gonna let that cool while I work on the other one, and we'll check it and see if I like the way it looks. But yeah. Then we'll have a nice sturdy way to hang up our piece. And look how nice our borders are. Yeah? So now we'll do this one. Let's start with the back. Place it in place. Put it in place. And make sure it's high enough. This one looks a little shorter. Press down. Get a good amount of flux. If I can get my solder's way over there. A dab of solder. Get it on the side of the line. Press down. Tack it in. Decide if we want to add a little more. Right? Do the other side, because we can now move this side. If it were wonky and you needed to move it, you would be able to, because it's tacked in on that side pretty good, so you can move this to where you want it. Even if I wanted to wick that off, I could. I can bring these in, make it shorter if I needed to, because it's anchored in, but I don't. I'm okay with where it's at. I'm just gonna put some pressure, add some flux, try to keep it in the center. Get some solder and press it into that line. And voila, looks good. Now, there we go. And there we have it. I could probably thin that out a wee bit. This one looks great. I could probably thin this one out a wee bit and straighten that up. But other than that, and I will, but this is done, guys. And I don't want my video to get super long. So thank you for soldering with me. And I'll see you later on. Bye-bye.